ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம். எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். குலசேகர ஆழ்வார் திருவடிகளே சரணம். பெரியவாச்சான் பிள்ளை திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீசைலேஷ தயாபாத்திரம் தீபத்யாதி குணார்ணவம் யதீந்திர பிரவணம் வந்தே நம்ம ஜாமாதரம் முனிம் ரம்ய ஜாமாத்திரி யோகீந்திர பாதரேகாமயம் சதா ததாயத்தாத்ம சத்தாதிம் ராமானுஜ முனிம் பஜே. லக்ஷ்மீநாத சமாரம்பாம் நாத யாமுன மத்தியமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சாரிய பரியந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். யோ நித்யமச்சுதபதாம்புஜை யுக்மருக்ம வியாமோகதஸ்ததிதராணி திருணாயமேனே அஸ்மத்குரோர் பகவதோஸ்ய தயைகசிந்தோஹோ ராமானுஜஸ்ய சரணௌ சரணம் பிரபத்யே. மாதாபிதா யோதய ஸ்தனயானுபூதி சர்வம் யதேவ நியமேன மதன்வயானாம் ஆத்யஸ்ய குலபதேரகுலாபிராமம் ஸ்ரீமத் ததங்கிரியுகடம் பிரணமாமி மூர்த்னா பூதம் சரஷ்ட மகதாஹ்வய பட்டநாத ஸ்ரீ பக்திசார குலசேகர யோகி மகான் பக்தாங்கிரேணு பரகால யதீந்திர மிஸ்ரான் ஜிமத் பராங்குஷமுனிம் பிரணதோஸ்மி நித்யம். இன்னமுத முட்டிகேன் இங்கேவா பைங்கிளியே தென்னரங்கம் பாடவல்ல சீர்பெருமாள் பொன்னின் சிலைசேர் நுதலியர்வேள் சேரலர்கோன் எங்கள் குலசேகரன் என்றே கூறு. ஆரம்கெட பரநண்பர் கொள்ளார் எண்ணு அவர்களுக்கே வாரங்கொடு குடப்பாம்பில் கையிட்டவன் மாற்றலரை வீரங்கெடுத்த செங்கோல் கொல்லிகாவலன் வில்லவர்கோன் சேரன் குலசேகரன் முடிவேந்தர் சிகாமணியே. Divyaprabandham series of lectures in English. We have been enjoying perumAL Tirumozhi. In the previous session, we enjoyed Ooneru Selvathu Padhigam, which was on Thiruvenkadamudayan. Now, Kulashekara Alvar is performing Mangala Shasanam to Thiruvithuvakodu Bhagavan, Vithuvakotamman. That is the name of the Bhagavan there. In this Padhigam, tharuthuyaram. It's a very beautiful Padhigam where the relationship between Bhagavan and Jivatmas, they are clearly explained in this Padhigam. There are many relationships like father-son relationship, lord and servitor relationship, husband-wife relationship. In this manner, there are many different relationships between Bhagavan and all Jivatmas. Those aspects are revealed in this Padhigam. Let us see Periyavachan Pillai's introduction section for this Padhigam. He has beautifully brought out the essence of this Padhigam and connecting it with the previous Padhigam. In the Tirumantram, the main aspect which is explained is Ananyarha Sheshatvam. Ananyarha Sheshatvam means being totally subservient, exclusively subservient to one single person, that is Bhagavan. The main hurdle, obstacle for this understanding of Ananyarha Sheshatvam is Ahankaram and Mamakaram. Ahankaram means considering oneself to be this body. This Dehatma Bhimanam is known as Ahankaram in general. But here specifically Ahankaram means that pride, I, that concept of being proud. And then Mamakaram means possessiveness. This is mine, claiming everything to be mine. So when these two are there, then naturally Ananyarha Sheshatvam will not exist in that person. Even Pramanas from Shastram, they are telling that Anatmani Atma Buddhi, that is, considering this body to be the same as Atma, soul, and Asve Swatva Buddhi. Swam means possession. In the possessions which don't belong to us, we consider that they are ours. That is Mamakaram. This entire world is Bhagavan's. This Atma is Bhagavan's. But we consider ourselves to be independent. And all of these possessions are ours. That is Mamakaram. And this Ahankaram and Mamakaram are said to be the seed for one's connection in samsara. This samsara sambandham is seeded by Ahankaram and Mamakaram. Usually, all Atmas, they have this concept of Ahankaram and Mamakaram. They will have it at various levels. Even more than general people, being a king, that too being a great king, Alvar had Ahankaram and Mamakaram. There are certain things such as moon, southerly, pleasant wind, sandalwood paste. These are all going to lose their swarupam, true nature of being enjoyed by others when they were not enjoyed by others. So their existence is based on somebody enjoying it. Similarly, this Atma too, when being covered by Ahankaram and Mamakaram, will lose its own existence. When asked if there is any pramanam, any authentic quote from Shastram for this Atma being existing for Bhagavan, for that some pramanams are quoted here. Yasyasmi, natam antaremi, that is from Yajurvedam. It says that I will not leave the one whom I am servitor eternally. There is also Patim Vishwasya, Atmeshwaram. In Narayana Suktam, we see this. Patim Vishwasya means one who is the Lord of the whole universe. And who is his Lord? Atmeshwaram. He is himself his Lord. Nobody else controls him. So, we are all subservient. That is shown by Shastram. So, such Atma exists exclusively for Bhagavan only. Now, that Ananyana Sheshatvam will remain firm on an Atma only when that Sheshatva Pratipatti, the thought of servitude towards Bhagavan, when that extends up to Bhagavatas, only then that Ananya Sheshatvam will remain intact. Because if we say that I am a servitor of Bhagavan, only Bhagavan, and I will not serve Bhagavan's devotees, then that means we are not acting for the pleasure of Bhagavan, because Bhagavan himself declares that his devotees are most dear to him and everyone should serve them. So, when that Ananya Sheshatvam has to remain intact, one has to be serving Bhagavatas. Now, Kulashekara Alvar wanted to serve Bhagavatas, but he did not get the opportunity. Now, Bhagavan thinks that let Alvar's bhakti even become more mature. Then we will grant Bhagavat Kainkaryam, Bhagavata Kainkaryam and so on. For that, Alvar thinks, how long can I wait? I cannot remain patient. That is because Bhagavan is Sarvajna. He knows everything. Sarvajna means one who knows everything, omniscient. And then he is also Sarvashakta. That means he can do whatever he wants. while having sarvagyatvam, sarvashaktatvam, he is still not helping me. Then there must be a reason. Maybe Bhagavan is thinking that I have some other refuge. For that, I am going to inform Bhagavan that I have no other refuge. I cannot save myself. Nobody else can save me. I am just longing to reach you. This concept is presented by Alvar in this Padiham with apt examples. In many different examples, the subservience is shown, and Kulashekara Alvar is praying all of this to Thiruvittuvakkottu Amman, Thiruvittuvakkottu Nayanar, that is Bhagavan there. So this is the introduction given by Periyavachan Pillai. We will see in that. We will see each pasuram going forward. Also, in this Padiham, Kulashekara Alvar is beautifully bringing out his Ananya Gatitvam, that he doesn't have any other refuge. So let us start with the first pasuram. thAruthuyaram thadAyEl, un sharanallal sharanillai, விரைகுழு மலர்பொழில் சூழ் வித்துவக்கோட் அம்மானே, அரிசினத்தால் ஈன்றத்தாய் அகற்றிடினும் மற்றவள் தன் அருளினைந்தே அழும் குழவி அதுவே போன்று இருந்தேனே. In this pasuram, mother-child relationship is shown. Here, Alvar is saying that whatever sorrows I have, that should be eliminated by only you. Nobody else can do it. So that is highlighted in this pasuram. Let us see the word by word meaning. Virai kolugum. Virai means fragrance, abundance of fragrance, having. Mother, the flowers. The flowers are present in Podil Sul, in the orchards which are surrounding the Vittuvakodu Ammane. O my Lord, who is Sarveshwara, who is mercifully present in Thiruvittuvakodu Divyadesham. thAruthuyaram. This samsara, the sorrow in the samsara, which is given by you only. You only have given that. thadAyEl. If you are not eliminating that, you should do it, but if you are not doing it, un sharanallal sharanillai. Even if you are not eliminating it, I don't have any other means than your divine feet. Indrathai, the mother who gave birth, Arsinattal, with great anger, Agatrinanum, if she pushes away her child, even if she is having great anger and if she is pushing away the child, Matru, again, அவள் தன் அருள் நினைந்து, thinking about her love, அழும் குழவி அதுவே, the child who is crying, that young child, போன்று இருந்தேன். I am like that. I am fully expecting you to accept me. This state is very similar to a child fully depending on its mother, says Alvar in this pasuram. In this pasuram, couple of beautiful incidents are shown. One time, there was all these great devotees, Bhagavatas, Bhagavata Ramanuja and his Goshti. They are all present, waiting in the Srirangam temple for Purapadu to happen, Savari, that is procession to happen. At that time, some Bhagavatas, they were discussing and analyzing what is the reason for the great life we have now. We are enjoying perumAL here in Srirangam. We are attending all the functions. So what is the reason for this? Who is the cause for this? At that time, one person And a couple of persons started saying, Yadrishika Sukritam, Ajnata Sukritam. They were all saying it could be this as a reason. For that, there was Kidambi perumAL. He was saying at that time immediately that, is there any Sukritam other than Bhagavan himself for us? Undanai Pirai Punyam Yamudayom, says Andal Nachiyar. There it is said that Bhagavan is the Punyam for us. Bhagavan is the Sukritam for us. So he asked, is there any separate Sukrita Deva for us? No, we don't have. So for whatever good things happen for us, that is all because of the grace of Bhagavan, says Kidambi perumAL. There is also another incident shown here. Here in this example, the child being totally dependent on the mother, even if the mother beats the child, even if the mother pushes away the child, kicks the child, still the child has no other refuge. The child will again and again come to the mother only. Similarly, Alvar is saying, I will always come to you only. Even if you are not helping me, I will come to you only. In that, there was another beautiful incident. Nambi Tiruvazhi Valanadu Dasar. He was serving Mudaliyandan, Dasarathi swAmy. Once Mudaliyandan became upset with Nambi Tiruvazhi Valanadu Dasar, and he drove him out of his Tirumaligai, divine residence. The next day morning only he remembered that he pushed him away, drove him away. He asked, what is he doing? For that the devotees were saying, he is still waiting outside in the veranda for you. So that was his total commitment towards Acharya. Then Mudaliyandan goes to him and accepts him and asks, why did you not leave this place even after I drove you out? For that he said, Nambi Tiruvazhi Valanadu Dasar, he said, even if a few morsels of food is given to a dog, it will stay there and protect. But in this case, you have given me everything, you have taught me everything. How can I leave you? Asks Nambi Tiruvazhi Valanadu Dasar. This is first Pasuram. Next, second Pasuram. Kandarigal Vanave Kadalantan Seidinum Kondane Allal Aria Kolamagal Pol Vendoi Madul Pude Sul Vitua Kotamma Ni Kondalayagilum Un Kurekadale Kuruvane. Here the relationship between husband and wife is shown as an example for the relationship between Bhagavan and Jivatmas. Just like a chaste wife will not look at anyone else, even if her husband indulges in despicable activities. Similar to that, I will also not go to anyone else, even if you don't engage me in Kaikaryam. That is what Alvar is saying in this Pasuram. Vintoi Madil, with forts which are touching the sky, such high forts, tall forts, Pudai Soul, surrounding in all the sides, with Kotamma, O Lord, who has been mercifully residing in Tiruvittuvakodu Dividesham, Kandar Igalvanave, activities which are despicable to those who look at them. People will become very angry and upset seeing such activities. Who is doing such activities? Kadalandan Seidinum, the husband who is having love towards the wife. Even if such husband indulges in that, kondane allal ariya. The chaste wife will not look at anyone else. She will not think about anyone else other than her husband. Kulam magal pol, just like a chaste woman born in a very noble clan. Similar to that, nee kondu aalai agilum, even if you don't accept me, even if you are rejecting me, instead of engaging me in your service and protecting me, even if you don't do any of that, un kurekadale, only your resounding divine feet. Here the divine feet is decorated with anklets, which are making the noise. Kuruvan, I will surrender unto only your divine feet, says Alvar in this pasuram. In this pasuram, the unflinching faith towards Bhagavan is shown through the example of husband and wife, where the wife will be totally dependent on husband. So that is shown in the second pasuram. Next, third pasuram. Mean nokkum neelvayal sool vittuva kottamma, en paal nokkaayagilum un patrallal patrillen. Thaan nokkadu எத்துயரம் செய்திடினும் தார்வேந்தன் கோல் நோக்கி வாழும் குடி போன்றிருந்தேனே. Here the master-slave relationship is shown with an example. If a king is not taking care of his citizens, still the citizens cannot go and request anyone else to take care of them. Only that king has to be looked upon and somehow requested to take care of them. So that example is given here. Let us see the word by word meaning. Meen nokkum, looked at by the fish which are in the ocean, thinking that this is our refuge. But if the ocean were to dry up, neelvayal soul, surrounded by expansive fields. So the fish in the ocean is looking into the fertile fields and thinking that if the water ever dries up in the ocean, we can take shelter of the fertile fields. So such fertile fields is surrounding the Tiruvittuvakodu Dividesham. Vittuvakotamma, my lord who has taken residence in Tiruvittuvakodu, en paal, towards me, no kai agilum, even if you are not granting your mercy. Un patru allal patriilen, other than your divine feet being my refuge, I cannot think of any other refuge. An example for that is given. Tarvendan, a king who is wearing garland, which shows that he is protecting his citizens. Taan nokkadu, even if he is not protecting his citizens, ettuyaram seididum, even if he is giving a lot of sorrows, still kol nokki vaazhum, looking at that scepter, looking at his scepter only, kudi pondru irundhen. I am like those citizens who are simply looking at the king's scepter. Similarly, I am looking at Bhagavan's mercy only, your mercy only. I don't look out for anyone else's grace, says Alvar in this pasuram. Next, fourth pasuram. Vaalal aruthu chudinum மருத்துவன் பால் மாளாத காதல் நோயாளன் போல் மாயத்தால் மீளா துயர்த்தரினும் வித்துவ கோட்டம்மா நீ ஆளா உனதருளே பார்ப்பன் அடியேனே. In this pasuram, Alvar is saying, even if you are giving us lots of troubles, still we only seek your protection, not anyone else's protection. This is similar to a doctor trying to do a surgery by piercing the body and engaging in that surgery. I understand that the doctor's act on the patient is to cure the patient. Similarly, whatever troubles you are giving, that is to improve me only. So even if you are giving me troubles, I will not look out for someone else's protection, says Kulashekara Alvar in this pasuram. In the commentary, in the introduction section, Pillai Tirunariyur Arayar's history incident is shown. He had gone to Vedanarayana perumAL temple at Tottiyam, Tirunarayanapuram. This is a beautiful temple which is near Srirangam. While Pillai Tirunariyur Arayar was there, some miscreants came and set fire on the perumAL, the divine Archa form of Bhagavan. Seeing that, Pillai Tirunariyur Arayar went and embraced the Archa Vigraham and protected the Archa Vigraham. Looking at that, his family, his wife and children, they also embraced the Arayar and perumAL, Divyamangala Vigraham. At that time, they were choked from the smoke. And the children were asking Pillai Tirunariyur Arayar, oh, how long do we have to suffer like this? For that, Pillai Tirunariyur Arayar says, only for a few moments, after that we will be reaching Sri Vaikuntham and we will enjoy with Bhagavan permanently that great bliss. So don't worry. So in this manner he convinces his children who are very young. So we have to understand whatever trouble we get in this world, whatever sorrow we get in this world, it is only to eliminate our karma. It is to exhaust our karma. Ultimately, Bhagavan is going to protect us and take us to Paramapadam. And this pasuram talks about Rakshya Rakshaka Sambandham, the relationship between the one who protects and the one who is protected. So that is the concept in this pasuram. Vithuvakotamma, O Lord, who has been residing in Thiruthuvakodu Dividesham, Valal Aruthu Chudinum, carrying out activities such as cutting with a knife or piercing with a hot object. Marthuvan Paul, Marada Kadal, having great affection towards the doctor, the physician, even though he is visibly cutting and harming the body, the patient is very thankful, grateful towards the physician, the doctor, because the doctor is looking to cure a particular disease or a particular situation. Similarly, Ni, you, that is Bhagavan, Mayatal, through your Prakriti, this primordial matter, through this Prakriti Sambandham, Mela Tuyartarinum, even if you are giving me continuous suffering, Adiyen, I, who am your servitor, your servant, Ala, for carrying out the kaikariams, these activities of a servant, Unadarule Parpan, I will be looking at you only to acquire your mercy, says Kulashekara Alvar in this pasuram. Next, fifth pasuram, Vengatin Kalinadar Thai, Vithuvakotamane, Engu Poi Uighen, உன் இணையடியே அடையல் அல்லால் எங்கும் போய் கரை காணாது எரிகடல்வாய் மீண்டேயும் வங்கத்தின் பூம்பேரும் மாப்பறவை போன்றேனே. In this pasuram, Alvar is beautifully bringing up the Adhara Adeya Bhavam. That is, Bhagavan is the one who supports, all the Atmas are supported by him. For that, the example of a bird sitting on the flagstaff on a ship is shown. It is going around trying to find the shore, but it can't find the shore of the ocean. Hence it comes back to the same flagstaff for its support. So that is the example shown here. Let us see the word by word meanings. Vem kan, cruel eyes. Ten kaliru, elephant, that is Koleapedum, which had a very strong heart. It was very fixated on killing Krishna and Balarama. Adarthai, oh one who killed it. Vithuvakot Ammani, oh my lord who has been residing in Thiruvithuvakodu. Un inayadiye adayalallal. Apart from surrendering unto your divine feet, other than that, engu poi uigen? Who else could I go to for my upliftment? Erikadalvai. For that an example is given. Erikadalvai. In the middle of the ocean with agitated waves. Engum poi. Going in all four directions. Karai kanadu. Not being able to see the shore. Meendu. Returning. Yeyum vangathin. On the ship, in that particular ocean, Kumbu Yerum, remaining on the top of the flagstaff, Ma Paravai Pondreni. I was like that huge bird. That bird may be huge. It can fly for long distance, but when it is in the middle of the ocean, it cannot find the shore very easily. Hence, it comes back to the same flagstaff from where it started for support. So that is the example given here. Here there is particular emphasis on Vithuvakot Ammane engu poi uigen. Alvar is saying, other than Archavataram, what else do I have as refuge? There is only one hope for all of us. That is the declaration of Alvar. Archavataram is the only hope. So here Alvar is saying, other than this Archavataram, I have no other refuge. Next, sixth pasaram. Sendadale vandu alalai cheididinum. Sengamalam andaran ser vengadiror kallal alaraval. Venduye veetavidinum. Vithuvakottamma. Un andamil seerkallal agam pudaya maatene. In this pasaram, Alvar is identifying another beautiful aspect. Alvar is saying, even if you give some troubles for me, that will be good for me only. That is similar to how a sun gives its rays, hot rays, to lotus flower, which makes that lotus flower blossom. So similar concept is explained by Alvar in this pasaram, word by word meaning. Sentadale vandu, reddish fire, if it comes close to Alalai cheididinum, even if it causes heat. Semkamalam, the reddish lotus flower, Andaram ser Vemgadiror Kallal, for the sun which is on the sky and which is emitting hot rays, only for that sun's rays, this lotus flower will blossom. Even if we keep fire very close to the flower, it will only wither it. But if the sun's rays hit the lotus flower, it will blossom. that lotus flower will blossom. So, similarly, Vithuvakotamma, oh, the Lord of Vithuvakodu, Dividesham, Vemthuyar, my cruel sins, Vittavedinum, even if you don't get rid of them, Un Andamal, Andamil Sirku Allal, for your endless auspicious qualities. Other than that, Agam Kodaya Mate, I will not melt for anything else other than your auspicious qualities, because only those auspicious qualities will make me blossom, says Alvar in this pasaram. So here the essence is, even if somebody pretends to give protection for us, that will not really benefit us, the Jivatmas. Only Bhagavan's protection will benefit us. That is the essence here. Next, 7th பாசுரம். எத்தனையும் வான்மறந்த காலத்தும் பைங்கூழ்கள் மைத்தெழுந்த மாமுகிலே பார்த்திருக்கும் மற்றவை போல் மெய்த்துயர் வீட்டாவெளினும் வித்துவக்கோட்டம்மா என் சித்தமிக உன்பாலே வைப்பன் அடியேனே. Alvar again declares in all these pasarams Ananya Gatitvam, that is, having no other refuge, is highlighted by Alvar. Again Alvar is saying, even if you don't remove my sorrows, I won't look up to anyone else. I will look up to you only. This is similar to how crops keep looking at the clouds for rain. Vithuvakotamma, oh, the Lord of Sri Vithuvakodu Dividesham, warn clouds, Yathanayum Maranda Kalathum. Even if they don't rain at all, they forget to rain at all, Paim Kulgal, the green crops, மைத்து எழுந்த மாமுகிலே பார்த்திருக்கும். It will constantly look up to the clouds which are very dark and which are well risen, well matured. Similarly, avai pol, similar to those crops, மெய்த்துய வீட்டா வெடுனும். Even if you don't get rid of my sins, which I have to experience and exhaust, there is no other way for me, such sins, even if you don't remove those sins, adiyen, me, the servitor, en sittam unpale migavaipan, I'll keep my mind, my heart on your matters only, fully. I will not deviate to something else, says Alvar in this 7th பாசுரம். Next, 8th பாசுரம். தொக்கிலங்கு யாரெல்லாம் பரந்தோடி தொடுகடலே புக்கன்றி புறம் நிற்க மாட்டாத மற்ற அவை போல் மிக்கிலங்கு முகில் நிறத்தாய் வித்துவக்கோட்டம்மா உன் புக்கிலங்கு சீரல்லால் புக்கிலன்கான் புண்ணியனே. In this 8th பாசுரம் also, Alvar is saying that his mind will engage only with Bhagavan's divine auspicious qualities, nothing else. Let us see the word by word meanings. Tokku ilangu aarellam, the rivers which are going at great pace, with great force. Parandu odi, they will run around, they will go around in different paths. Todukadale pukku andri, still at the end they will reach the deep ocean. That is the only thing they can do. Puram nirka maatade, they will not go and reach anywhere else. They cannot do that. Mikku ilangu, very shining, very radiant. Mugil nirathai, one who is having the divine complexion which matches the dark cloud. One who is having that. Vithuvakotamma, oh, the Lord of Sri Vithuvakodu Dividesham. Punyane, one who is the Punyam for everyone. That is, whatever good things we do, he is the cause for that. It is because of him we are doing good things. Avai pol, similar to those rivers, pukku ilangu, entering my heart and shining. Un seerallal, all your auspicious qualities. Other than that, pukkilan, I don't engage in anything else, says Alvar in this pasuram. So the essence here is, just like those rivers, my mind will also not engage in anything else ultimately. It will engage in Bhagavad Vishayam only. Similar to how rivers ultimately reach the ocean, my mind always has you in it, says Alvar in this pasuram. Next, ninth pasuram. நின்னையே தான் வேண்டி நீள் செல்வம் வேண்டாதான் தன்னையே தான் வேண்டும் செல்வம் போல் மாயத்தால் மின்னையே சேர்த்திகிரி வித்துவ கோட்டம்மா நின்னையே தான் வேண்டி நிற்பன அடியேனே. In this pasuram also, Alvar is manifesting his deep ananyagatitvam, that is, lacking any other refuge. That is, Alvar is declaring that he has no other refuge than Bhagavan. For that he is giving the example of wealth which always seeks those who don't want it. Those who desire for wealth, they will not get the desired wealth. But those who reject wealth, the wealth will go to them. Similarly, even if you are rejecting me, Alvar says, I will go to you only. Let us see the word by word meanings. Minnaye ser, matching the radiance of a lightning. Tigiri means the Sudarshana Chakra, holding it. Vittuva Kotamma, one who has been residing in this Thiruvittuva Kodu Dividesham, mercifully. Ninnaye Tan Vendi, desiring only you. Neel Selvam Vendadan Tannaye, one who is not desirous of all the great wealth, which is permanent. Tam Vendum, attaining him on its own, Selvam pol, like that wealth. So like that wealth which only reaches the person who is desiring only for you and not the worldly wealth. The wealth will reach that person only. Similarly, Mayatal, due to your knowledge, Adiyen, this servitor, Ninnaye Tan Vendi Nirpan, I will also remain desirous of attaining you only. In the Arumpadam, in the detailed explanation for some difficult portions in that section, it is explained that even moksham will come to those who say, we don't want moksham, like Hanuman, like Tondaradipudi Alvar, like Tirupan Alvar. They all said, we are satisfied with current enjoyment, that is, Hanuman enjoying Sri Rama, Tondaradipudi Alvar and Tirupan Alvar enjoying Sri Ranganatha. They said, we don't want anything more than this. But they also attained moksham only. Similarly, I also want to attain you only. Even if you don't want to accept me, I only want to attain you, says Alvar in this pasuram. Even in the case of Hanuman, we know that Tondaradipudi Alvar and Tirupan Alvar attained Parampadam. But even in the case of Hanuman, due to Bhagavan's great attachment towards Hanuman, at some point Hanuman will reach Parampadam only. So that can be understood here. Finally, 10th pasuram, Vittuva Kotamma, நீ வேண்டாயே ஆயினும் மற்றாரும் பற்றிலேன் என்று அவனை தாழ் நயந்த கொற்றவேல் தானை குலசேகரன் சொன்ன நற்றமிழ் பத்தும் வல்லார் நன்னார் நரகமே. In this final pasuram, the result of reciting these pasurams is shown by Kulashekara Alvar. He is saying that those who are desirous of these 10 pasurams and those who are reciting these 10 pasurams will not go to Narakam, that is this samsara. They will instead go to Paramapadam. Let us see the word by word meanings. Vittuva kodu Amma. O Sarveshwara, who is eternally residing in Vittuva kodu, Dividesham. Ni vendaye aidinum. Even though you don't desire me, you want to reject me. Alvar is in desperation. Hence he thinks that Bhagavan is rejecting him. But in reality, Bhagavan only is pulling Alvar towards him. But being in such deep love to attain Bhagavan, but being unable to attain Bhagavan immediately, Alvar is saying that even though you don't want me, but Arum Patilen என்று, I will not surrender unto anyone else. Saying this, Avanai Tal Nayanda, having great desire towards the divine feet of such Sarveshwara, Kotram Vel Tanai, the Kulashekara Alvar, who is having spear which gives victory and the army which gives victory, such Kulashekaran Sonna. Such Kulashekara Alvar mercifully spoken. Nal Tamil Pattum. These 10 pasurams which are having great fame due to the words and their meanings. Such 10 pasurams, Vallar, those who are experts in these 10 pasurams, Naragan Nannar, they will not remain in this samsara even though they have done great sins. The power of Alvar's pasurams is shown here. This samsara is said to be Narakam. Generally people think that there is Swargam and Narakam, but for Prapannas, for Mumukshus, this samsaram itself is Narakam. The whole samsaram, even Swargam in samsaram is Narakam only for them. So they will not be born in this samsara again. That means once they leave this body, they will attain Sri Vaikuntham certainly. That is the result for becoming an expert in these pasurams. With this, the Padigam comes to an end. Don't forget to go and visit the dhivyaprabandham.coil.org and take a look at the detailed meanings for perumAL Thirumozhi pasurams, especially this Padigam, after listening to it, so that it will give us deeper meanings for these pasurams from the direct translation of the Vyakhyanam given by Periyavachan Pillai. So we'll continue with the next session in the coming days. Alvar Thirudikale Sharanam, Kulashekara Alvar Thirudikale Sharanam, Emberumanar Thirudikale Sharanam, Periyavachan Pillai Thirudikale Sharanam, Jiyar Thirudikale Sharanam, Jiyar Thirudikale Sharanam. Pallandu Pallandu Pallayirattandu Palakodi Nooraayiram Mallandu Nindol Manivanna, உன்சேவடி செவிதிருக்கா படியோமோடும் நோடும் பிரிவின்னி 1000 பல்லாண்டு வடிவாயினின் விளமார்பினில் வாழ்கின்ற மங்கையும் பல்லாண்டு வடிவார் சோதி வளத்துறையும் சுடர் ஆழியும் பல்லாண்டு படைப்போர் புக்கும் புழங்கும் அப்பாஞ்ச சன்னியமும் பல்லாண்டே.
KOIL.org has published a variety of Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam books in different languages. A wide range of books covering different topics from absolute beginners to advanced level knowledge seekers are available at books.koil.org. Books can be ordered via email koil.org@gmail.com or WhatsApp. For details, please contact mobile numbers 8220-151966, 9600-595273